Hey guys, it's Toy Hunter Tony here with episode 36 of this week's top 10 hot action figures that I found out in the wild and or from my huge collection. I just wanted to touch base with you this week. We've got a top 5 honorable mentions, and before we get to the top 10 hot action figures, I want to talk to you briefly about some of the interesting news across Marvel Universe. Check out that new t-shirt. Love that Marvel world. Nice tie-in, have to admit. All kinds of cool stuff. Rumors of World War Hulk coming out, maybe being tied in with She-Hulk setting up a movie. I can't wait. We know Thor Ragnarok. It already had Planet Hulk, but World War Hulk in the comic books is where Hulk came back after that story to seek revenge on the Marvel heroes that sent him away. And since he's already been back in Endgame, maybe it's just name in just a namesake, not necessarily that same plot line. But if we have World War Hulk, that means there could be like multiple Hulks fighting each other. I don't know. It could be really interesting. And then Immortal Hulk, the comic book series, it ended at issue 50, and the new Hulk #1's coming out soon. That whole Immortal Hulk run was just insane. Loved every minute of it. It's a great run. But before I'm talking about comic books, it's an action figure episode. But this weekend, I'm headed down to LaGrange, Georgia with my wife and my youngest son to watch my son play football. And we're going to stop in town and check out some of the comic book stores. So hopefully I can share with you the shops that are open that I get to see. We went to Myrtle Beach and the stores were closed. It's really, really weird time to go eat lunch at 2:30 in the afternoon. I was really disappointed I missed that store. But hopefully we'll be able to get to hit a couple stores. Hey guys, I want to say thank you for watching me here on YouTube. And also you can check me out on Instagram, where I have additional information from this week's top 10 and top 5 honorable mention at toy_hunter_Tony. And you can also reach me at toyhuntertony@yahoo.com with any requests or want lists. Please reach out to me. I really appreciate it. And let's get into this week's top 5 honorable mention. Number 5 this week, it is Superman Returns. This is the movie line. This one ain't the foily package. The other one, I got spoiler. This is a normal package, not the foily package. This is armored Lex Luthor, Kryptonian armor. It goes between $10 and $20. Now, speaking of the foily one, number 4 of this week's top 5 honorable mentions. This is a hologram Superman. This is a gorgeous looking figure. It also goes between $10 and $20. Number 3 of this week's top 5 honorable mentions, action figures, is Justice League. This is Mission Visions. This is Darkseid. This is a real heavy, thick action figure. It's one of my favorite characters of the DC Universe. He goes between $10 and $20 also. Marvel Legends is the number 4 slot this week of the honorable mentions. This is the Vision. I think this is the one that was created fighting Wanda's recreation of the Vision. I hope you watched the series, and I just didn't ruin it for you. But this figure is gorgeous, and it goes between $20 and $30, and it comes with the Build-A-Figure of the new Captain America Build-A-Figure. Really nice. That was number 1 of this week's top 5 honorable mentions, is an Amazing Spider-Man line. This is the Shocker. It's a good-looking figure. Hopefully we will see him in the next Spider-Man movie. We didn't get to see him in like a street costume, but hopefully we get to see him dress up like a supervillain. But this action figure goes between $25 and $35. Now, let's get into this week's top 10. Number 1's going to blow your mind. And I have a bonus figure. There were two really awesome figures I couldn't pass up. So please stick around to the end of the episode so you can see what the bonus figure is. Number 10 of this week's top 10 hot action figures is another Amazing Spider-Man figure. This is called Mad Jack. This is a jack-o'-lantern, and he is vicious looking, And this was a tail ender. There wasn't a lot of these produced, so if you can find these in the stores and back stock, I definitely recommend picking one up. It's a gorgeous figure. It goes between $25 and $35. Number 9 of this week's top 10 hot action figures is another Marvel Legends. This is Loki from the Loki Disney Plus series. That series was insane. It just opened up everything, making everything possible. And I can't wait to see season 2. This figure right here is a gorgeous sculpt, and it goes between $25 and $35. Number 8 of this week's top 10 hot action figures is, yes, that is the Young Avengers Marvel Legends. This is Iron Lad. You remember that box set I opened up my previous episode for action figures? This is one of those loose figures, and the prices come down. They were going between $60 and $85, but a lot of people started hunting that big package of Marvel Legend box of 4 to get those figures, but to get that comic book. I did a live unboxing. I've done 2 of them. They're getting harder and harder to find. So if you can find yourself a boxed Marvel Legends of the Young Avengers, I definitely recommend getting it. I'm stuttering. The sculpt on these figures, they're really nice, and the articulation is great. These are great figure, and they go between $25 and $40 for Iron Lad. Number 7 of this week's top 10 is another one of those Marvel Young Avengers, Marvel Legends. This is Wiccan. On the box, he's called the Asgardian, but we know him as Wiccan. He is the son of Wanda, and it goes between $25 and $40. It's a really cool figure. Number 6 of this week's top 10 hot action figures is, yes, there's a theme. That is a loose Patriot from the Young Avengers, and he also goes between $25 and $40. And the last one from that set loose is the Hulkling, and that is a big, heavy figure, and they come with stands, and I like to clip out a little bit of the box to help me keep track of where they come from. But the Hulkling goes between $25 and $40 also. Whew. Those were really cool figures. Number 4, this week's top 10 hot action figures is, that is the NECA Real Toys line. It is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Series 3, Elizabeth Swann. This is a really hard to figure. It is a really nice sculpt of the actress, and it goes between $30 and $40. Number 3 of this week's top 10 hot action figures is, yes, this is Wanda from WandaVision. This figure is hard to get. Now, I think these cases have been showing up here in the last 3 or 4 weeks because they came out before COVID. So COVID kind of slowed everything down. So it was really cool to see these guys on the shelves. Just recently is about 3 weeks ago. Vision disappears, Loki disappears, and Wanda's the one to get. She goes between $35 and $45, and she also comes with the Build-A-Figure of the new Captain America. That is a gorgeous sculpt. Number 2, this is a bittersweet figure. This is WWF. This is Data Tour 2. This is Blue Blazer. This is that young man. He was very charismatic. He was just an awesome wrestler. He had an accident. I think he was rappelling from the skylines, and the mechanism failed, and he fell. This figure is his last figure, and it is a gorgeous figure, and it goes between $60 and $90. That was hard. That was really hard. Number 1 of this week's top 10 hot action figures. This is really cool. I pulled this out, and you're not going to believe. It's another one of those NECA Real Toys. This is a 5-pack. This is Frank Miller's Sin City, The Girls of Sin City, and it's the color version. This originally came out in black and white, and then the color version is the rarer of the 2. This came out, I don't even remember, 2005. and it goes between $135 and $145. This is gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, that was the number one. That was number one. The bonus figure of this week's episode is, bam! Look at that. That is a marvel. A marvel. I'm gonna have to redo the whole video. This is a Batman Lego DC Universe. This is, what is it called? It's called a Batwing and a Joker Aerial Assault. This is a complete, this is number 7782 if you're into collector numbers. This is sealed complete mint. This is from the year 2006. 2006. And this goes between $350 and $400. Ah! That is awesome. That is so awesome. I love going through some of this stuff and just mind blown the value that it's increased over the years. It's kind of like put something away for a rainy day and it's raining, and hopefully you don't hear it over the speaker. But I want to say thanks for watching this week's Top 10 Hot Action Figures. The week's total for this week's hunt is over $1,075. Another huge toy hunt this week. Next week I'll be doing some more comic books. I've got some featured here, some ratio books that I'll cover, and I've got some other really cool stuff that I was found. And hopefully I will either feature some of the stuff from the comic book stores that we go visit this weekend, or I'll make a separate video altogether. And I've been working on collectible cards. I've got about half of the stuff that I need to make an episode. But guys, I want to say thank you, and I'll see you in the next hunt. Bye-bye. Oops.